What's up, traders? We're going to do a quick analysis on RKLB Corporation, RKLB. What do I see on the chart? Well, it looks like price had a nice uptrend previously. Now it's in a downtrend. It came back to this prior range pattern. You can see that price was trading sideways, and then it broke out, and now we're coming back into that sideways pattern once again. So overall, it looks like a trend reversal. We're below this bearish trend line, below the EMA. Looks like a potential blow-off top, right? This got really overextended, and let's see if it reached a measurement target or not. This is all one large impulse up. Bulls try to duplicate that in the future, and basically slightly off of it. This is close enough. You can see that we had one leg up right here, correction, second leg up, almost reached it, failed slightly, and now we're seeing a large decline. So it's either resetting for another large leg up, or it looks like if it continues at this pace, we may just continue working our way down completely. This was the prior trend line. It broke it. You can see that price sliced right through it, back tested for resistance right over here, and then we're below it. So we're below the bullish trend line. We're below the EMA. We're back in this range pattern, below the bearish trend line. Reached a long-term measurement target. This is all a pattern for lower prices, and you can expect probably price to come back towards the $30 level and maybe even lower. So a lot of stocks, just look like they're topped out for this type of cycle. This type of move. You could say like it kind of used all of its energy that it had, and now it's ready to just correct and reset, right? So it needs to reset for higher prices, and then that reset can take it back down to $30 and potentially even lower. So right now, it looks like a trend reversal, and I'll be looking for only lower prices unless we can see invalidation, which would be at least a strong break above $52, because that is going to be prior resistance. So until then, this is most likely going to continue in a downtrend and potentially start a bear market, because as right now it has dropped 40%, and you could even classify this as a bear market as well. So not looking good, because the other prior corrections were not as big as this one, right? 27%. Let's take a look at this one right here. This one was about 56%, and it still went up higher. However, it was much earlier in the trend, so it had a lot of time to recover. Now we're kind of, into a zone where, the market is very mature, and it doesn't have a lot of time to recover. Looking at the weekly chart, strong selling pressure, it signifies a trend reversal. So this looks like be prepared for a potential top. This definitely looks like a top. I'm not saying with certainty it is, but it definitely looks like one. And I'll just be expecting lower prices for RKLB. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.